Wow, it's gonna take my music from me. That's strange for sure, but it's alright. Oh yes, we got it back. Yes, dude. Third vlog. Let's go. Boom. She's pretty. Alright. Today's topic is fantastic. And, well, they're all fantastic, actually. But today's particularly living the dream. Alright. Living / being the vision. Alright, what are we talking about? When you set a definite aim for your life, alright, I'm gonna be this. Alright, you've decided, I will be this. Now, one, your life's gonna get progressively, incrementally more difficult, but two, there's a gap. And the gap is between who you are today and who you want to be. How are we gonna bridge that gap? Well, for starters, you're going to get a very keen, thorough understanding of what are the things, the habits, actions, and disciplines that the individual that I want to be, i.e. the individual that has the things that I'm looking to acquire, what do they do? Okay. And that's why I slowed down, because people do that. Wild to me, but that's okay. I'm smart. We're intelligent. Alright, look, what does the person have and do that is the type of person I'm trying to become? I figured that out. Now you're going to start operating that way immediately. I.e., let me give you a real example. I want to be a motovlogger. I have a motorcycle. I have a camera and a helmet. I have it all. I've had my bike for 5 months. I've not done any motovlogs. I've not filmed. Well, actually, that's not true. I have filmed, but then perfectionism has gotten in the way, and that's a whole nother topic that I want to talk about as well. I filmed, and then I haven't done it, because I wanted to be right, and I've edited it, and then gone, no, this isn't the video. Well, what would I do if I really wanted to have what I want to have, or what I say I want to have? My actions and what I'm doing, my disciplines, aren't in congruence, clearly. I would just post it. I would start now, and I would start stupid. That right there is a mega key for being successful and creating congruence between your thoughts and actions. Start now, start stupid. It doesn't have to be perfect. In fact, it's probably better if it's not perfect, because that way, when you quote-unquote make it, you get further along your journey, people can look back at your old stuff and go, wow, this guy stinks! And thinking that you sucked at the beginning and then looking to where you are now is actually one of the most motivational things you can lay out in your path. Think about it. Start now, start stupid. That's easy enough. Well, what else? Another thing that's really important, the difference between input-driven and output-focused, right? You're never going to bridge the gap if you're only worried about the end goal and bringing that to fruition. It'll never happen, because you'll always be bogged down. You'll always be in a negative vibrational state. Simple as that. Whereas, if you're input driven, you'll always have a little bit of pep in your step. You'll be excited to go do it. What am I talking about? Alright, input driven, output focused. The output is having 1 million subscribers on YouTube. The output is making $10,000 net a month off of just AdSense revenue, so I don't have to worry about living a meek life. The output is speaking on stages, talking about brand development. The output is being invited to private galas because I'm a large influencer / celebrity. The input is creating content. The input is doing it poorly when you start. The input is taking the risk to put yourself out there and be seen. The input is to learn speaking. The input is to learn editing. That's the wealth pillar, but let's talk about the health pillar, because I like to relate it back to multiple things so that my analogies make sense. The output is competing on stage. The output is getting global recognition for your physique. The output is being 12% body fat and absolutely shredded. The input is going to the gym. The input is sacrificing what you're putting in your mouth. What are you feeding yourself? If you get up at 4 in the morning, like I do, and you're thinking, oh, I'm so far away from ever being able to compete, you're gonna not be very excited to go to the gym. And in fact, you might even skip it because you're like, oh, I'm so far away from the goal that it doesn't even matter for me to add this day. The compounding effect's gonna take so long, I'm done, I'm giving up. Whereas if you're input focused, hey, I get to go to the gym and I get to get a little bit closer to where I'm trying to get to. I get to go hit shoulders and see what's up. I get to go see if I can increase my PR by 3 to 5%. That right there is motivating. Actually, the most powerful thing that you can do to create congruence between your thoughts and actions towards your definite aim, your vision, is literally just live it now. Filter all your decisions, all your habits, all your patterns of behavior. Filter them through the lens of, would my higher self or the individual that has the desires of my heart do this thing, action, habit, behavior? If the answer is yes, then by all means, go and do it. If the answer is no, don't do it. It's very simple. If you effectively use a strategy like this, where you're filtering out habits, patterns, and behaviors, you will actively work to create alignment in your life. I promise. It'll make it happen faster for you. So effectively, the key takeaway here should be, if you've been paying attention, you need to create congruence, or at least as much alignment as you can, between your current life, who you are being, and who you want to become. The more congruence you can create, the faster your timeline will collapse to become the person you want to be. And in that way, you'll be able to bring forward your Eigensite faster. Let's go work out. Being that it was shoulder day, we're going to start out with the shoulder press. Real lightweight to start. It's more of an active stretch. Next up, we're doing lateral raises to failure. Not mostly to failure, not almost failure. I'm talking you can barely even lift the arms up. Quick little pump check. Make sure it's all working properly. It seems that it is. I look for an attachment, this attachment right here, and I couldn't seem to find it, or I didn't know to look. Looking around, and yeah, wow, it was right next to me the whole time. Classic. I don't know what this movement's called, but right here with my right arm, I'm not actually doing it perfectly correctly. You're trying to hinge at the elbow. So if you see from the back, I'm a lot better with my left hand doing it. So hinge directly at the elbow. You're flaring the outside part of your shoulder. Trust me, you do not need a lot of weight. I'm doing it with 10 pounds here, and it will burn. And then we go back to the shoulder press at a bit more of an angle, and now we can go heavy this time. And that is effectively the whole lift. And then we're going to do a little bit of posing. Considering that in 2023, February, I was obese, I was 246 pounds and 34.5% BMI, I am very proud of the progress and growth I've made thus far, and I feel like I'm just getting started. I wish I had started documenting sooner, but it is what it is. We're doing it now. So, thank you for participating. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.